Hello! How was your day? Another video, another day. Today we will just cook spaghetti, but not ordinary spaghetti, because it's a very simple spaghetti with a different kind of meat, and that is ox tripe. Ox tripe, well, it came from the lining of the stomach of the ox, okay? So it has a little bit of vitamins in it, like vitamin B2, vitamin B6, a little nutrient, okay? But what's important is the nutrient that you get from the tomato and the cheese and from all the ingredients. And of course, I have a story for you today, okay? Maybe not a story, a tip, okay? So there, on how to get your first million and able to keep it. So you better watch, okay? There. So the first thing to do is to heat the pan. Okay? So while heating, I'll show you the ingredients. We have here the tomatoes. So I'm using the very ripe tomatoes. Well, I was trying to imitate those ones in Italy who dry their tomatoes and use the very ripe ones, okay? And then I have a little basil. You can get away with the basil. Actually, we don't have garlic, but you use garlic and onions if you have, okay? And I also have a little cheese, okay? Then, so that's very simple. You can do this when you're very hungry, very hungry, your spaghetti. You come from work, you haven't had your lunch, okay? So while slicing this one, I will tell you about it. Let's start discussing about the tip on how to get your first million. Okay, you can put oil, you can add any oil, you can use any oil, but I'm using olive oil. Okay, so this is just a part one of the video on how to get your first million, okay? So there, let's change the hour of the videos. Okay, let's pretend that whatever I say here will be equated to, will be equivalent to the money of your own country wherever you are. So how to able to get your first $1 million, first £1,000,000, it's just the same, okay? So the first tip that I want to give you, okay, is to choose the place you want to stay, okay? Okay, because if you love the place and it's convenient for you, you can do a lot of things there, okay? Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me, because all the mic that I bought are not working. And it's crazy, it makes me crazy. So let's add more oil, because oil is important when you saute. Okay? There. Oops. We forgot one more thing. Wait. There, I just forgot to get this one. So let's saute this. The tomato. So it's very ripe. So it's very easy for it to cook, okay? So just to take a little bit on the oil. Minimize the flame so it won't get burned. Then you put your ox tripe. By the way, the ox tripe was cooked 1 to 2 hours, okay, until soft. So you should cook the ox tripe for 1 to 2 hours, okay? So this is a cheaper part of the beef. You can also add other ingredients, other meat, okay? So there's no ultimate in cooking. There. Okay. So the tomatoes have softened so fast. Let us wait for it, for the juices of the tomato to incorporate to the OX TRIPE, okay? OX TRIPE. So there. Then we will add water. Increase the flame. And let it boil until the pasta is done. So the conventional way of cooking your pasta is you cook it first before you put it in the sauce, right? So we will make a little experiment now, and we will cook it directly, because with the sauce, while the sauce is cooking, we will also put the pasta, okay? And we will see if it works. Okay, so we want the tomatoes to be very soft. Okay? So there. So we will put the pasta and wait for it until it's done. So while waiting for it, I will discuss to you why. By the way, this is very spontaneous, okay? So, stock knowledge. So there, you choose a place where you want to stay, okay? But be sure that you have a job there and you have a livelihood there. And then, for me, I have chosen a place to stay where I got my first million or two, or three maybe, okay? And I was able to keep $1 million. Okay then, so choose a place where you can live, frugally, but not too frugal, okay? Where expenses are low, lifestyle is low, okay? Even the vices are low, you spend low on everything, even the food is low, and of course, the environment is healthy. You should have healthy air, healthy environment, quiet environment, healthy food, okay, because everything will affect you, okay? If your environment is not healthy, you will easily get sick. Okay, let's time it. You will easily get sick, okay? So if the environment is not healthy, you will easily get sick. And even if people can affect you, you will also easily get sick. So, and even the places where you exercise, it should be healthy too and clean, okay? There, so environment matters. Like in the place where I chose to live, I just can walk from one government office to another if I have to fix permits for my business and everything. So I don't have to spend for taxi fare or public transportation fare like here in the city, where you would spend 1,000 pesos or equivalent to like $20 a day for just transportation. It's not really practical. While in that place, I would spend zero for transportation, okay? It would go to my food. It would be offset for my food, okay? And the food is healthy because I can choose organic food, okay? So watch out for the next step. What's the first tip? Choose the place where you will stay and be sure that you have a livelihood there. Be sure that your expenses are low and your living expenses are low in that place, okay? So let's wait for it to simmer. Let's time it and we will see how many minutes is the cooking time, okay? So there, the spaghetti is done, almost done. So we are going to put the cheese. Okay, I haven't put salt yet. Okay, there. The cheese. Well, if you're cooking for someone else, you cannot just taste on the spoon or ladle that you're using, okay? Okay, let's put salt because it's not enough. Instead of, for those who are using monosodium glutamate, MSG, and sort of those kinds of products, you can use sugar instead to give a little taste on your food, okay? And then after that, we will put our pepper. Okay, black pepper, the eternal black pepper. You can put this when it's done or while it's cooking. Okay. And I love the taste of fresh black pepper, but this is not just so fresh. As you can see with the container, it's too big. If you want it fresh, you get the smaller one and use it for the cooked food. Okay. There. So basically, the food is done. Okay, I will just put the flame on a small. I put down the flame a little bit. Okay. So there. Going back to what I've said about the life hack for today. Of course, I was able to keep the million or more. I'm not really that much on counting, but I don't have debts. Even if I have a minimal debt, I would still have that million, okay? Some people would have a lot of things in their lives, but if you subtract what they have and their debts, they would still be having debts. So they don't have a net worth, okay? So it's better to have a net worth of $1 million than to be having a lot of things in your life but not having $1 million, okay? So I hope you got my point. So maybe in my on my future videos, I will elaborate on that, okay? So we are here on cooking and and life hacks, okay? So for the next tips, watch for other videos, okay? Because there will be part 2, part 3, and more, okay? So there, before we forget about our spaghetti, our delicious spaghetti, and I'm starving because I just ate, what do you call that? The pita bread with filling earlier for lunch, and it's not enough for me. Okay. Wait, please. What's wrong with this very expensive pot? There. The sauce is very thick. It looks delicious. I hope it is. Very thick from the tomatoes, overripe tomatoes. And let's put the basil, which tastes so great when it's raw. Okay. So there. So I hope you learned a lot. Okay. You've got a very big tip for this day. Okay. Not just tip for cooking, but doing your spaghetti. By the way, the cooking time is 15 minutes. Okay. So you just use one pot. You cook the spaghetti al dente, and you cook the sauce too. It's just 15 minutes. Okay, so there. Okay, can you see the delicious spaghetti? Okay, so always remember, life is beautiful, so no matter what they do to you, be happy. See you on the next video, okay?